guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. I am in Zone 8, Charlotte, North Carolina, and my bulbs have been in the refrigerator for 10 weeks, so it is time to get them out. And today is going to be quite warm, so I thought I'd try to get this done today. I have some containers in my cottage garden that I'm going to plant some hyacinths, and I have purple hyacinths, and I bought 75 of these, and I have 3 containers. And my idea when I bought these hyacinths, originally purchased them from Colorblends, was to put 25 in each concrete container, but they're really large. So you see, guys, how big those bulbs are? But I'm excited because guess what? Big bulbs, big blooms. So I'm really excited about that. And then we're going to try to get some alliums in the ground and some tulips as well. So I'm going to bring you along and show you what I'm going to do. So this is my concrete container. I have 3 of these in my cottage garden. You can tell I'm at my cottage garden right here. There's my Sasha girl. Those are the other containers that I'm going to put the hyacinths in as well. So I was able to get 20 of the 25 hyacinths in this container, and I planted them about 3 to 4 inches deep. And this is what the bulbs look like. So you can kind of see that they're trying to sprout even in the refrigerator. So this is where the root is at the bottom. So the bottom goes down into the dirt. Where did I just get it at? I can't even tell where I got it at, and that's a shame. So the root goes down towards the bottom of the dirt, and the pointy top goes to the top. So I'm going to fill this with a layer of topsoil as well, and I have my Proven Winners premium soil to put on top. And then I'm going to overplant them with some of my violas that I already had in the container here. And these bulbs will come right up through these violas and will give it a gorgeous display. So I'm going to have a ton of purple blooms up here, and then at the base I'll have still my yellow blooms from my violas. Okay, so this is what my pot looks like all finished. I just set these yellow violas to the side, and instead of planting them straight up and down, I tilted them on its side so these can spill over this container and not consume the middle here. So that's what I went with this look. And the deer had actually ate and nibbled on these, as you can see down here. I don't have any flowers on those, but I will plant those somewhere else. So for now, I just wanted some color, and I grabbed this yellow viola from another container that has done really well and has grown quite a bit. And this one has bounced back from the deer, but I planted some, I placed some of the green moss right here. So it's green moss preserve. Great for top dressing, hanging baskets, or geraniums. And then of course I watered it in, so this will help contain moisture, and it was really pretty after I had watered it down. And this is a gorgeous rose viola. Here, let me show you this bloom over here. Look how pretty that is. So even though that these are going to be like a bright purple hyacinth, they're still going to play and be really pretty with these colors right here. And then I had some Dicanter falls that I had in here, and the frost didn't get that, and it's still living in one of my other containers. So I'm assuming that that will do well here in this container as well. So that's what it looks like. So plenty of room for these hyacinths to grow up here. And I think even if I had this completely filled with violas, because I did this in my front yard before with my tulips, and they came up through it fine and was just a gorgeous mixture of colors. So this is container number 1. So while I'm here, I have this basket right here that was kind of bare. So I'm going to finish topping this off with some soil, getting these leaves out, and then I'm going to put some of those rose violas and that yellow viola in this container right here. Okay, container number 2. So these were the violas that the deer had eaten off, so I placed those in there. And this was from another container that I had because those were doing quite well. And don't forget to spray these with deer spray every now and then, and that will prevent them from eating those. But I've got that moss in there, and you can see where I placed my drip just in case that I end up turning it on in the springtime. I really won't have this on right here in the winter time, but look how pretty that moss is. Doesn't that just top it off and make it look beautiful? I'm like really loving that. Looks really pretty with these violas. And this container that it's on is just on one of my bird houses. So my daughters gave this for me for Christmas, a bird house, and my husband just got a 4x4 and painted it white, and then placed this on top. And then I bought some hooks, and I have one of my husband's dad's wind chime on this one. It makes a really soft noise. And then for the other hook, I placed this one that I bought at a local nursery. You can just screw it in with the 4 screws right there. And that just adds some great interest to the pole, and then you're able to also hang flowers on it too. And then this is close to my drip system. Let me just show you what we did here. So I ran drip through the bottom of this container, and this is the black tubing that does not have drip, so it just runs from one point to the other. And then I have it connected somewhere underneath there, underneath the mulch. So that's how I'm able to add this to drip for the summertime. And I don't have to come out and keep watering all of these flowers. And this is the drip tubing right here. You see those little holes right there? And just FYI, sometimes the hard water will get into these little tiny holes, and you might have to replace this maybe once a year, but just test it before you rely on it and all your flowers die. I seem to like replacing mine once a year. Look how pretty that is. Okay, 4th container done. Kept that little bit of Dusty Miller in there. So I just threw these tulips in here. They're pink and orange. Of course, they're a mixture and I have no idea which one's pink and which one's orange. So that's gonna be a surprise. So I just threw them in there. Now I just need to place them pointy side up, like so. They say if you're confused and you don't know which one is the pointy one, then just lay them on their side. But most of the time, I've never had any kind of problem telling which side is up and which one's down. So I'm going to continue with that, and then I'm going to top dress it with topsoil, my Proven Winners Premium topsoil, and then I'm going to add some of that moss on top, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, container number 5 all finished. I did throw a couple of these rose violas in there. And of course, I told you we have the alliums, the hyacinths, and tulips in this container, and I think it's gonna look glorious. So this is my aqua pot in the very front of the house. So this is container number 5 that I'm planting up today. So these are the alliums. These are the ones that are gonna be really tall, about this tall or so, with big purple blooms. So they're gonna be gorgeous. And these are the hyacinths that are gonna be purple as well. And these are the bulbs that I'm gonna have in the front, and they're a different blend from Colorblends. Let me show you what these are. These are called Gentle Giants, and these have 3 different types: pink, peach, and apricot in these. So that's what the colors are gonna be in my very front of the house. I got 300 of these Gentle Giants and 300 for the side garden as well. And then I'm going to top dress them with these rose violas, and I'm going to make them spill over the side so they're not really completely filled in the middle. And then I'm going to top dress it with that moss. So let me get this done and I'll be right back with you. container number 5 with this aqua pot. Now that it's almost empty, you can see where that reservoir is, where you put the water in. And of course, there's the drainage hole that spills over so it never gets too much water. You can see how pretty this pot is. Those gorgeous violas and the moss and all those bulbs in there tucked away for spring. So now that I have all my containers done, so I have 300 Jack and Jill bulbs to plant just in this little side garden, and I'm going to use my power planter auger. That is the 3-inch, I believe, by 28-inch auger, so I won't have to bend down as much. If you already have your drill, which I do love this drill more than the one that I used prior in my videos, but you can also buy these augers just by itself if you already have your drill. But I do love this combination. This is the Easy Dig drill, the Easy Dig kit. Comes with the DeWalt drill, and then it comes with 2 different types of augers, one this size and one just a little bit smaller, but I don't like to bend down as much, so I like the longer augers myself. But plant easy, not harder. So we're going to put bulbs in all these areas, and I'll surround them around these plants right here. So we're going to have a display of gorgeous bulbs all the way down this side garden. And these are my rose violas, so I'm going to plant some of these here and there all the way down the side garden as well. So 300 Jack and Jills all planted just in this side garden here. And then I've overplanted with these violas. So there's tulips underneath there, and they'll pop up just perfect. There's my camellia, some spent blooms and blooms about ready to come out. And I kind of intermingled some tulips in here. Tulips all down here and down here. So I'm not sure the length of this house. I'm going to say a good 100 feet. 300 tulips in this one space. Going to look absolutely pretty. Alright guys, that's a wrap. So I planted over 700 spring bulbs today. I planted 300 tulips in the front. It was just as easy for me to dig up the violas and just trench those tulips in the front. So that's what I did instead of using my auger. I did use the auger a little bit on the side that didn't have any violas. And then I did 25 alliums here in my rose garden. That way when these roses are cut back in February's, then you'll be able to see the alliums pop up over these boxwoods, and the roses will still be small when they're still ready to bloom. And then I did 300 bulbs on the side garden, the skinny side garden, and 5 containers. And I'm one tired mama today and my back hurts. So not lying to you, it was a little bit too much today, but I wanted to get it done. This might be one of our last really warm days. Like, you can tell that I'm not even in a jacket right now. It was like high 65 today. So just a gorgeous, pretty day to get this done, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.